Passion Java me. He raped me multiple times.
Hello family, welcome to this service code. On this service code, I want to take a look at Katie. Katie, a white woman who came out to say Prophet Passion Java raped her, molested her, maltreated her, and he did so many evil things to her, which she's really feeling guilty and feeling pain. And it's like he transferred some demons into him. So because when he got to where he's supposed to teach, he couldn't teach very well. So he said this man raped her rather, back to back. And then when he got back, he had to inform our spiritual father, which our spiritual father couldn't do anything. It was shocking. We don't know if she's saying the truth, but this is a story. She said Passion Java, Prophet Passion Java, Passion Java, raped her. That this man is filled with demons. He has done, even he said his spiritual father said he has done demonic things that he couldn't even say. But whenever he do this to people, they put their heads down. So watch this video and then let's talk about it. Watch. I'll be right back.
Passion Java me. He raped me multiple times. He not only used me, raped me, hurt me, I had bruises all over my body. I had so many bruises on my chest that you couldn't even touch me because it hurt. I had bruises on my lips and on my face where he choked me. He slapped me in my face. And I would yell at him and tell him, "Don't touch me." But obviously he is stronger than me, especially when his demons come out. Because at this point, like, I'm literally seeing the switch where Passion Java's eyes are pitch black. And there's this deep growling voice that's coming out of his mouth. And as he's raping me, he's telling me to shut up. And I was so dazed and confused that he literally trafficked me to China and then used me as his sex slave for 3 days while we were there. Now I get back home and I tell my shepherd, my man of God, Tim Panasuk, who is supposed to be overseeing and protecting his flock. We're like this. When I go to him and I tell him, your father raped me, and he abused me, and he hurt me. And you know what he said? He said, "Well, what are you going to do about it, Katie? Because I hope you're not going to tell anybody. Because I don't know what people are going to think of me. And what they're going to think of Java if you come out and tell people." Like, Shepherd, I just told you what he did to me. And this is what he said. Now we're at the coffee shop. And this is what Tim tells me. He said, he had like this 1,000,000-mile stare on his face. And I looked at him, I'm like, "What are you thinking?" He said, "I'm just trying to think. Has Java ever been alone with my wife?" He said, "Because Java does a lot of stuff." Tim said, "Last year, I've been with Java over 200 days out of the year traveling the world. And I've seen him do so many questionable things that I knew wasn't right, but I kept my head down." So I get it now. Okay, so you men of God and women of God at Kingdom Embassy, you keep your head down when you know Java is hurting people. So after that, Obviously, I should have brought Kleenex. After that, so I go home. I am full of demons. Like, I am not myself. I'm not talking myself. I have a teaching ministry. I'm not teaching myself like who I am and like what I believe. Like, I'm teaching occultish stuff. I'm saying horrible stuff. I'm hurting people. And like, I could see myself doing it, but it's like I couldn't stop myself. It was the weirdest thing. It was like I'm out of my body and like I really wasn't in it, but it was taken over by another entity, which later obviously I found out it was.
That is our story. That is our story. So I don't know. I think there was a time Passion Java showed a video a long time ago where he showed in his room where he had multiple condoms, where I don't know what he's doing with condom and all that. A pastor or someone who claimed to be prophet had multiple condoms in his apartment. He kept them different places. He showed us one video like that. It's been a very long time. So that is part of what we're saying. Not the kind of prophet you go out with, or you believe in, or you trust. So she had been raped from our story. So maybe she enjoyed it or not. We don't know. Maybe she succumbed to the pressure, because in her story now she said she was pressured. She was, Passion Java was, hot forced because rape is by force. We don't know. We've not heard from Passion Java though, but this is our story. So what can we do? We can't say anything much, but that's why we have to be careful. Women, be careful of whom you trust. Be careful of whom you bow down to. That's why I always tell you, be careful of these people who parade themselves as a prophet. It is very important. When you're not wary of them, you might fall victim of them. Now, she said, as a teacher, I don't know what she teaches. She said, things that is coming out of her mouth is not something she don't teach very well. She doesn't have the confidence, or things. She feels like there are demonic things inside of her after she got raped by that prophet. So something has been transferred into her one way or the other. As I said before, we don't know the authenticity of this story, but that's our story. So we can't say, hey, you're lying. We can't say, oh, you're saying the truth, but we still need to hear from the other side. But the other side must say no. He doesn't do it because he needs to keep his reputation and all that. So that's a story. So I said, let me just share this story with you. So women out there, when you go out, know the kind of people you go out with, know who you trust, know who you believe when you are out there with them. Be careful. Don't stand alone with them. Don't stay alone with them. Make sure people are around you. Be careful. Don't ever be indoor alone with them, no matter what. Don't go under them for prayers. Don't go under them for deliverance alone. If they want to do deliverance, 3 people must be there. Either you and your friends, or your spouse, or whatsoever, or your boyfriend. Be careful, be careful, be careful. Believe in Jesus alone. Stop believing in those people who claim they hear from God and they are prophet. Be careful. I've been preaching this. Be careful. So she's crying now. She has fallen victim in one way or the other. Anyway, what do you think? Drop in the comment section. Thanks for watching. Subscribe and share. God bless.